Welcome to Narayana live classes. Today we are going to discuss assignment number 9 and the topic the world of microorganisms part 2. Let us discuss one by one question here. The first question, which microorganisms can fix atmospheric nitrogen in the soil? So there are some microorganisms are very useful for the fixing of this nitrogen. Free nitrogen, it cannot utilize the plants. So as the microorganisms which will be very much helpful for absorbing that nitrogen and fixes into that a plant. Let us write that examples of this. So the first one is nostoc, anabina, rhizobium, azotobacter. So all these are some of the bacteria which is very much helpful for the fixing of that nitrogen, and these nitrogen fixation, the free nitrogen which is there in the atmosphere, so they will be convert that the substances which is the nitrogen, free nitrogen, and fixes into that of a plant. So these are some of the bacteria which will be fixes that atmospheric nitrogen into the top of plants. Let us go for that of next question. The next question is, what is that symbiotic relationship between the rhizobium and leguminous plants? So if you see this, these rhizobium bacteria, this will comes under all the leguminaceae family. So all the pea plants and groundnut, all these plants which are having that in their roots, there are nodules will be there. In that, this rhizobium which will be stays in that and fixes that a nitrogen. Okay. So here, if you see that the root nodules of the pea plant or else groundnut, you can take this, the root nodules, the bulged structures. So this rhizobium bacteria will be present in this. This is what the rhizobium bacteria. So very much helpful for the fixation of that in nitrogen. So it just giving that nitrogen to the top of a plant. We are coming to the top of what is that use of this rhizobium for the fixing of this plant. The plant which is providing that is shelter to that of bacteria. Okay. So here the rhizobium will get shelter, where the plant will get nitrogen which fixes by this bacteria. So both these two are cooperating with each other. This kind of nutrition we can call it as symbiotic nutrition. Okay. So this kind of nutrition which is nothing but symbiosis. The process we can call it as symbiosis. The type of nutrition we can call it as symbiotic nutrition. So this is what the relationship between the rhizobium and the leguminous plants. Let us go for that of next question. The next question is, how do microorganisms help us in the cleaning environment? Some bacteria are there. This is very much useful for the decomposing of that waste materials. They act upon that dead and decay matter, and they will be convert that the complex substances into the simpler forms. So somewhat they will be very much useful for the cleaning of that environment. Okay. So let us write the answer. How do the microorganisms helps in the cleaning of the environment? So they act on dead and decay matter, and which will be decompose them, converts that into simpler substances. converts that into the simpler substances. So as we can say that these are very much helpful for the cleaning of the environment. Let us go for the next question. The next question is, how is a bacteria helpful to the environment? So some bacteria are there which are very much helpful for the cleaning of that is sewage water. Let us write the answer. These are very much helpful for cleaning of water, which is nothing but that is sewage water. Sewage water. So what happens here, whenever it is the sewage water, when the oil content which is there from the ships and all, so this will be causes that oil leakage. So here the marine aquatic, the animals which are there, they will be get affected because of that oil leaks. So here because of that oil leaks in marine ecosystem or else marine habitat, marine water, it affects all the fishes, all the organisms which are present in the marine water, fishes, prawns, etc., whatever the organisms are present in the marine water. Okay, so here it is, if we are introducing that oil eating bacteria, so if we are introducing oil eating bacteria, actually as we can say that the marine organisms which are there in that water. So this is what about this, the bacteria which is very much helpful to clean that of sewage water. So when it is causes that disturbance in the marine ecosystem or else marine water, the aquatic animals which cannot able to take that dissolved oxygen because of that oil which is floating on that. So if you are introducing that a bacteria which will be eat that the substances of this oil, and it just the method which can be save that marine organisms. That's all for this assignment. Thank you.